In June of 2022, Jared Bednar became the first coach to win a championship in the ECHL, AHL, and NHL. This is no easy feat and not one that a lot of great coaches are ever in a position to pull off. To win a championship at all three of these levels, there is a significant amount of bus rides and long road trips, but here's how Bednar did it. Bednar would start his hockey career playing for the Humboldt Broncos before making the jump to the WHL in 1990, and oh boy, he was a tough player. He would play for the Saskatoon Blades, the Spokane Chiefs, the Medicine Hat Tigers, and the Prince Albert Raiders. He'd rack up 73 points in 368 penalty minutes in 152 games, and this would lead him to jumping right to the pros in 1993. Bednar would start his professional hockey career out with the Huntington Blizzard of the ECHL. At this time, the ECHL is not what it is today. In the 90s, there were several minor professional hockey leagues that were jockeying for position, and the structure we have now did not exist. In his first season in the ECHL, he would score 19 points with 115 penalty minutes. Bednar would play in the ECHL until 1997, when he was called up by the St. John's Maple Leafs and was able to play in 55 games in the AHL that season. He would spend the next 5 years dancing between the AHL, the IHL, and the ECHL before wrapping up his career in 2002 with the South Carolina Stingrays in the ECHL. In 2002, Bednar would start his coaching career with South Carolina as an assistant coach. He served as the assistant coach of the Stingrays until 2007, when he was promoted to head coach of the team. In 2009, the South Carolina Stingrays would go on to win the Calder Cup, which is the championship of the ECHL. The Calder Cup would then lead Bednar to be hired by the Abbotsford Heat the following season as an assistant coach in the AHL. He would only spend one season in Abbotsford before moving on to the Peoria Rivermen of the AHL as a head coach. After 2 seasons in Peoria, he would then move to the Springfield Falcons of the AHL as an assistant coach for 2 seasons. In his 3rd season in Springfield, he'd be promoted to head coach. He would only spend 1 season there before moving over to the Lake Erie Monsters to be their head coach and winning the AHL championship, the Calder Cup, that same year. Following that season, he would become the head coach of the Colorado Avalanche in 2016, and after 6 seasons, he would win the Stanley Cup. Bednar stands alone as the only coach to dominate across the top 3 leagues in North America. I don't see this record being broken anytime soon.
Make sure to subscribe to Outside the League for hockey content you can't get anywhere else.